is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video.
What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about the Charlotte Hornets, a team that has been a lot better than what people thought. This is a team that's actually a little surprising that they have been able to go out there and compete. Most people thought that Charlotte was going to be one of the worst teams in the NBA, and it's still possible that that could be true, as it is only a couple games. But they have shown that there's a lot more competitive, and they're a lot more smarter and a lot more prepared than what people thought. So I just thought it was interesting to watch a couple Charlotte games and see what's really going on. And for Terry Rozier to be a guy that got paid the money that he got paid, and a lot of people didn't agree with it. A lot of people was talking about how bad of a deal that there was. Terry Rozier has been solid, not great, not terrible. He's been solid, and I think that Charlotte, even if he wasn't playing as well, Devontae Graham has stepped up, and he just hit another game winner today. And these rookies seem like they was prepared. They seem like they veterans. They executing. They well coached. They follow what the coach have them to do. They're not scared to take big shots, as they are rookies and young players. They have been able to seize the moment and go out there and compete. And then you even got PJ Washington, a guy that has been able to outplay what people thought that he really could be. This is a guy that's rebounding. He's knocking down his threes. He's getting to the paint. And even Miles Bridges, this is a guy. This is a guy that has continued to work on his game. He felt like he sucked last year, and to me, he has played significantly better. And he's getting more minutes and more consistency, and he has been producing. It seems like for this team to be young, they are so smart, and they really go out there and play together. It's not as much hero ball. It's not guys just taking a bunch of shots just because opportunity is there, but they're playing together and they're moving the ball, and these guys are highly confident. They taking tough shots, they taking smart shots, and they believing and trusting in each other. And I think that that's something that's important, especially when you don't really have a go-to guy. Other guys are going to have to step up in those roles, and these guys have been amazing to see. And I was one of the people that thought Charlotte was going to be terrible. I had them out of the playoffs, but they have literally been able to compete against any team, and I just didn't see that happening. And it's good to see it happen because Charlotte has been one of the worst franchises in the NBA history, and for them to be able to finally draft some players that can go out there and compete and get you W's, that seemed like it was impossible a couple years ago because they haven't been able to develop or really give a player enough shine so that way they can play well or they can take advantage of the opportunity. The only couple guys they have are like Kimba and Jeremy Lamb, but they're gone. And I didn't think Devontae Graham was going to be this good. I always liked him, Miles Bridges, but Malik Monk is starting to play a lot better. Shooting 50% so far in November, and he's a guy that's a wild card. You really don't know what you're going to get out of Malik Monk. 1 minute he can shoot you out of a game, and then like we just seen the other day, he can knock down shots, and he's a big shot taker. He's a guy that can take risky shots, but he also is a guy that can knock those same tough shots down. And he was able to close that game for the Hornets. So everybody is just going out there stepping up. Everybody is just really, loving this moment. And this team has that opportunity because they don't have a superstar. And that allows you to rely on your teammates to really carry you. And Devontae Graham steps up. But every game is just somebody else stepping up and contributing or having a big game, and you really just can't prepare for it because you don't know who that player is going to be coming into the game. All you can do is just try to game plan against everybody. But it's difficult to do that when these guys are still developing and still learning because they have that advantage of um, being unpredictable because you can't really predict a player that you really don't see enough or don't understand, or is a young player that has still developed a lot better throughout the season. So I'm loving me some Charlotte right now, and I didn't even think this team would be a watchable team. I thought this team was going to be getting blew out. I thought they was going to be getting embarrassed, but that has been the complete opposite. And it's crazy that Charlotte has actually got it right so far. I'm not saying that they are going to make the playoffs or not, but this is a way better team than all of us thought. And Nicholas Batum is not even contributing that much. Michael Kidd Gilchrist is not really doing as much, in my personal opinion. He hasn't been terrible, but for him to basically do nothing and say with Batum, and they're not really relying a lot on Bismack Biyombo. They are literally relying on their young guys. Even a guy like Marvin Williams hasn't really been that effective, and he has usually been a big piece because he's a guy that can play that four and knock down threes. They haven't even relied on him, and it's just amazing how well the young players are playing. I know that PJ Washington, his play has went down a little bit, but he has been as reliable as anybody else on this team. So I really want to see if this team can keep up the competitiveness because I think that that's something that's real difficult to do over an 82 game schedule. But so far, for them to get off to this start and show that they got heart and show that they can go out there and compete against anybody, that's very, very impressive. And Devontae Graham, for him to be 24 and not really get that much playing time. He only been in the NBA. This is his second season, and for him to give you 18 points, 39% from the field, but you shooting 38% from three, 78% from the free throw line, but also giving 7.5 assists and 3.5 rebounds. That's one of the most improved players in the entire NBA, and a lot of people is not even talking about him and the fact that he can play point guard or the two with Terry Rozier and other guys on that court allows them to go small and really cause a lot of chaos. And even Terry Rozier, even though he's giving you the 17, he hasn't particularly shot well from the field, even though he is shooting a career high, it seems like, from three. He's shooting 6.1 threes per game, and that's a career high, but he's also knocking down 38% of those threes, and he's also shooting a career high 83% from the free throw line, still giving you 4 rebounds and 5 assists and 17 points a game. To me, that's very, very impressive for a guy that a lot of people thought would basically be one of the worst players and pickups this season. And most people was against Terry Rozier making it on the roster, and now it seems like Terry Rozier has not forced things. He has went and scored through the floor of the offense. He has picked his spots when to score. He has also been a lot more smarter with his shot selection compared to other seasons. And it seemed like he's a lot more patient and he's not trying to go out there and say, okay, I'm the best player on the team. Let me take as many shots I want per game. He actually has been distributed, playing off the ball and allowing his teammates to do them. And I think that that's another positive about this team is that with them being able to play together, they're not really going out there trying to do whatever they can to put up numbers that can be empty. They're playing together. And you usually don't see that from a young team either because they all out there trying to prove themselves. They all trying to go out there and make a name for themselves. And that's just not the case with this Charlotte team right now, which is very, very impressive. And I didn't even think that that was going to happen, but it is reality. This is what the Charlotte Hornets is. This is what they've been able to do. And so far, it has worked out to a perfect level of balance. And for them to be able to be in a playoff push and compete is just amazing. So let me know what you guys think about the Charlotte Hornets. Do you think that this team can be a legitimate playoff team? Do you think that they're going to eventually, fall off? Do you think that a lot of these players are going to hit a wall and at the end of the day, that's going to take them out of playoff contention? Or do you think that this team is legitimate? Do you think they have proven over these couple games that they are a solid team, even though they are young? Or do you think that the youth is going to catch up to them, and that will be the detriment of this season? And whatever you feel, let me know, because I love reading you guys' comments, and I do enjoy the activity at the end of the day. But I'm very, very impressed with the Charlotte Hornets. I thought this was going to be a 15, 20, at most 25 win team, and they look like they can get a legitimate 30 to 35 wins, and I just honestly thought that wasn't the case. But I will say that if this team get a major injury to a guy like Terry Rozier or Devontae Graham, I think their offense gonna take a big hit, and that could be something that they can really struggle with. But other than that, they've been able to prosper and persevere through everything, and they really have proven that they are better than all of us thought. And I can't hate on them, even if they don't make it to the playoffs. I still had to make this video to give them that credit, because they're playing way better than what I thought. And I just love giving credit when it's due, and this is the time to do it. And hopefully you guys understand that, and hopefully you guys feel the same way, even if they're not as great of a team 2, 3 months from now. They still show a lot of heart and a lot of spirit, a lot of fight and camaraderie, and that's all I can do is give them credit for that.
Like this video, check out my older videos on my channel. I have many playlists. I break down rookies, I break down players, I break down summer league. I do cover the draft, and I got a mock draft up already. Not only that, I do podcasts, and I also talk about the game of basketball, whether it comes to summer league, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, and also I cover top 10 discussions and stuff like that. So you like this type of video, you like the NBA, check out my older videos and my playlists. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching.